Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV with your college basketball top 25 video for this Saturday, February the 11th. We're going to look at the three biggest head-to-head top 25 matchups in college basketball this weekend for free here right on this video. Get to those in just a moment. Quick reminder, it's Super Bowl Sunday, of course, as well. So make sure you hit subscribe and make sure you've hit that bell for instant alerts when my NFL Fade the Public Super Bowl edition is on line this weekend as well. And of course, you can get these college basketball videos each and every week too. So hit subscribe, hit the bell for instant alerts when videos go live. You can be the first to watch and react here on Wager Talk TV. And be sure to react. I love the comment section below. Leave me your thoughts on Saturday's college basketball card and where you see value as well. I read all the comments and I reply back. And also don't forget to give it a thumbs up, a like as well here on this channel. Wager Talk TV app is also great for you when you're on the go. Download that on your favorite mobile device. We're going to get to three head-to-head top 25 matchups in college hoops in just a moment. But, of course, it is Super Bowl weekend. I will have a huge package for my clients for Super Bowl Sunday. In fact, I've got over-under best bet plus 8 prop best bets. So, all in all, 9 selections for Super Bowl Sunday available right now on my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. And speaking of props, how would you like to get the next 365 days of my best bets for free? Well, you can do so. Enter my free Super Bowl prop contest, which is on my homepage right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, or click on the QR code that you see on your screen right now. Click on that code. It'll take you instantly to the free contest, completely free to enter. And if you get them all right, you win a free year. Hey, look, you don't have to get them all right. You only have to get 11 out of 16, and you win a free day. 12 out of 16, you win a free 3 days. 13, you win a week. Get 14 right, you win a month. Get 15 out of 16, you win 3 months of best bets. It's a $900 value or the grand prize, and there's no limit, by the way. Multiple people can win this. If you get all the props right, you win a full year, 365 days of my all-sport best bets. Every football, basketball, and baseball play, a $2,000 value is yours free. So why not have some fun? Enter the contest. You'll have a rooting interest from the start to the finish of Super Bowl 57. Click on the QR code right now, or simply go to my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. You can get there quicker with the shortcut wt.buzz/SM. Also have some all sports and basketball specials as well on that page. All right, let's get right to it. Let's look at 3 of the biggest college basketball games for this Saturday, February the 11th. We'll start at 2 o'clock Eastern in a matchup between 2 Big East squads on Fox National TV, and it's number 21 Connecticut at number 23 Creighton. And now, once again, I'm doing this video on Friday evening. The lines are just starting to pop. I'm using a couple of the sharper international sports books. And the early movement has come in on Creighton Friday night. This line opened at around 2. It's now up to -4. So we've seen a substantial move on Creighton. Not much move on the over-unders. Open 143 down to 142.5 for what it's worth. But the money's coming on Creighton so far. And this is a revenge spot for Creighton. So not a surprise to see that. You know, we talk a lot about revenge. To be honest, it's one of the most overused words in all of sports, especially college hoops, because now that we're in mid-February, conference action, a lot of second meetings, almost everybody on the card has revenge. But revenge works pretty well in certain situations, and Creighton does check a few of those boxes. First of all, good teams are always worth a look with revenge because they're capable of getting the win. You know, if they're a good team, if you're 19-6 like Connecticut or 16-8 like Creighton, you're a solid top 25 team. Obviously, revenge is something we keep an eye on. Strong home courts are also where revenge works well, and Creighton checks the box there as well. 11-1 straight up at home this year. So I do agree with the early line move taking Creighton from -2 to -4 on Friday evening. And they're in excellent current form, by the way, 7 straight wins. Their last 2 losses were Connecticut and Xavier. So they definitely have a meaningful revenge motive. The problem, though, what might probably keep me off this game is the fact that it is getting a little pricey now, and I still think UConn is the better team. In fact, I had a strong best bet on UConn earlier this week on Tuesday for my clients at WagerTalk.com as a 4-point home favorite over Marquette. They won that game by 15. That was a revenge spot for UConn. That's another example of where revenge works extremely well. UConn 12-2 now at home this season, 7-4 on the road. So I do lean towards Creighton. I think it's a good revenge spot here, but I'm worried that the line is getting a little pricey. It's gone from 2 to 4. I still think UConn a little bit underrated. You know, they were an overrated team for most of the season. Everyone thought they were overperforming in the top 10, but now that they're only 21st, you look at the KenPom rankings, they're actually 6th overall, and very good offensive and defensive efficiency on both ends of the court. So I'm not looking to fade Connecticut anytime soon. We had a strong best bet on them the other night. I do think this is not a great setup, so I'll lean Creighton in this one. We'll have to see where the line settles, though, as -4 is getting a bit pricey. All right, let's get to another game here on the afternoon card for Saturday. Another play at 4 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2. And this is the other true top 25 head-to-head matchup, this time in the Big 12. Number 14, Baylor at number 17, TCU. And once again, using the Friday night lines as we head closer to Saturday, we have a few books that have started to pop lines on this game. And it's looking like, for the most part, TCU is going to be a slight home dog here. Right now, I'm seeing Baylor -1.5, total around 149 or so. Line has dropped a little bit. It did open as high as Baylor -2 to 2.5. So it's come down about a point. It does still look like TCU is going to end up being a home dog when this game tips off on Saturday. And TCU is a team we've talked a few times about so far the past few weeks here on the Top 25 video. The Big 12 is pretty loaded this year. And this is a revenge spot for Baylor. So this is one of those rare situations where the road team has revenge. But once again, it is a favorite. So obviously Baylor more than capable of getting revenge. They're one of the best teams in the country at 18-6. I felt like TCU was overachieving a bit. They have had some injuries recently. They've lost now 3 of their last 4, both straight up and against the spread. When these teams played was when TCU was in really good current form back on January 4th. TCU won a high-scoring 88-87 game as a 6-point road dog. They then proceeded to lose back-to-back games, including 3 of their next 4. And overall, they're just 4-6 their last 10 since that win at Baylor. So this isn't exactly the same TCU team. And a team I thought that was somewhat due to regress has come back down to earth. With that said, though, I think TCU would probably be the preferred side here off back-to-back losses. That somewhat negates the revenge factor for Baylor. And with TCU being a home dog, it does appear the odds makers have maybe overcompensated based on recent results. So I think you can make a case that maybe we're going to start to get some value with TCU. This might not be the ideal spot to use them, but over the next few weeks, I think they could be actually an undervalued team after being an overvalued team 1 month ago. All right, going to get to one more college basketball game for Saturday afternoon in the top 25. But quick, I want to let you know, I didn't mention this earlier, but if you've missed out on the buy one, get one opportunity, I highly recommend you take advantage. I keep extending this promo because we've been just so red hot in college and pro hoops. And many of you have wanted to get on board and felt like you missed the chance. A couple of weeks ago, I gave you the opportunity to buy one, get one free, college and pro hoops combined. We continue to smoke it in college basketball and pro basketball. In fact, so far this year, all sports combined, number one in sides and units one at WagerTalk.com. That's both football and basketball. And basketball also number one overall inside units one. In fact, the last 5 weeks it's just been incredible now. I made this offer a few weeks ago, and since then we continue to win. If you've taken advantage of this, you've made some money. In fact, the last 5 weeks combined, up almost 56 units of profit in basketball alone, college and pro. NBA has been just as strong. Now is the time to take advantage. Normally it's $179 for a month of college, $179 for a month of the NBA. You don't have to decide, because when you buy one, you get the other one instantly for free. It's an instant 50% discount, no promo code needed. This is the last weekend to take advantage before the pricing changes. Once again, buy one, get one for the next 30 days and nights of college and pro hoops for just $179, no promo code needed. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. And a quick reminder also, the NFL Super Bowl prop contest is on that page right now. You can get a full year of service for free. So if you want to take a chance, don't buy that special yet and see if you get a full year. I'll tell you what, if you buy one, get one free, and then you hit the prize, we'll extend the package for you. That's how it works. So I don't want you to miss out on the super strong Saturday in college basketball. So get the buy one, get one now, and then click on the QR code that's on your screen right now for a free entry into my Super Bowl prop contest. If you pick enough winners, you win free service anywhere from 1 day, 1 week, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, or a full year. The big grand prize, a $2,000 value, all my best bets for the next 365 days and nights. And there's no limit. There's not just one winner. If multiple people hit the grand prize, they all get it. Get the college package now, the buy one, get one. And if you hit the grand prize or one of the other ones, we'll extend your service even further. So you don't have anything to lose. Don't miss out on a strong Saturday in college hoops and a super strong Sunday. 9 props and best bets for you on the NFL for Super Bowl Sunday. All right, one more game I want to get to. There's only true 2 top 25 head-to-head matchups, and those are the 2 games we covered. I'm using the AP rankings, but there's also a coaches poll, and I bring that up because Duke is actually sneaking back into the top 25 as they're 25th in the coaches poll, although they're only 27th right now in the AP. They're the second out right now in the additional votes. And by the way, a little side note, Creighton, as I mentioned earlier, Creighton is ranked top 25 in the AP poll, 23rd. Creighton is only 26th. They're actually behind Duke in the coaches poll on the additional votes. So once again, different rankings to look at. I don't put too much stock into the top 25, as you all know. It is fun to talk about, though, because obviously teams take it serious when they're playing a top 25 opponent, and that's why I want to spotlight those games here. So Duke barely qualifies. They're tied with Clemson, actually, for 24th in the coaches poll. Clemson and them actually have the exact same amount of votes. They're a little bit out in the AP poll. So anyway, bonus game for you. Duke and Virginia, huge ACC battle, 4 o'clock Eastern on ESPN Saturday afternoon. And of course, the first thing we have to talk about with Virginia is pace of play. They're always one of the slowest, best defensive teams in the country. I liked them earlier this week. I used it as a free play at WagerTalk.com. I'm talking a lot about the best bets. Don't forget, I put a free play up every day for you on my page. And people ask, how should we use the free plays? Well, as you know from the baseball videos, there are games that were just a bit outside for making the cut, and they still have a lot of value because I'm very selective. I have maybe 1, 2, 3 best bets a day at most. So my additional cuts, my last additional cut, games that were just a bit outside, are still very strong plays. And I would treat them as maybe 1 to 2% opinion plays. If you're playing the best bets for 3 to 4%, these additional free plays, maybe a 1 to 2% opinion if you want some extra action. And I mentioned that because Virginia was a free play earlier this week on the page against NC State on Tuesday, and they bounced back after a loss at Virginia Tech, a rival loss last weekend with a 13-point home win. Now they stay at home to play Duke. These teams have not met this season. They last played a year ago in February. Duke was a 5.5-point road favorite, only won by 4 at Virginia. Earlier before that, Virginia went into Duke early February a year ago, and they won outright by a 69-68 score as an 11-point dog. So the road teams won and covered, or road teams won both games. Duke didn't cover on the road at Virginia due to an inflated line, but both road teams won straight up. So it's interesting now to see Virginia as a substantial favorite of about 6 to 6.5. These are the early lines. One of those books actually opened it as low as 5.5 on Friday afternoon, went to 6, even 6.5. Totals around that 126 to 126.5 range, opened as high as 127 range. So we have seen a little bit of money on the under, a little bit of money on Virginia for what it's worth on Friday evening heading into the weekend. Hard for me to go against Virginia in any situation. First of all, really good defensive team. They play half-court, slow-down basketball, which I love. And they're a very good three-point shooting team this year. And that's where Duke has struggled. Obviously Duke has vastly underachieved with 7 losses already. They are starting to play a little bit better, though, sneaking into the top 25 of the coaches poll, as I mentioned. They've won 3 of their last 4, coming off a really bad loss, though, against Miami of Florida. And speaking of best bets, last Monday, that was a strong best bet for my clients on Miami of Florida in a home revenge spot, laying just 3 against Duke. So I'm not going to read too much into that bad loss by Duke by 22 points because I thought it was a really good spot to fade Duke. They've had nearly a full week off now to get ready. So this price does look a little inflated to me. Virginia at home, coming off a win, Duke off a bad loss. Could almost make a case maybe Duke is the play here based on line value. And also, the Blue Devils have been comfortable playing slow this year. That's one thing that's really changed. They don't play as up-tempo as they have in years past under Coach K. So I think the under and Duke are probably the way to play this one on Saturday afternoon. That goes at 4 Eastern on ESPN. All right, those are 3 of the biggest college basketball games for this Saturday. Hey, look, there's nearly 100 basketball games on Saturday, college and pro combined, over 100 actually this weekend. So I isolate the top plays each and every day for my clients. I believe in quality over quantity, and that's why we are number 1 ranked in units won. We haven't had a ton of plays, but we've won the most units still in 2023 in basketball on ncaam, up over 56 units going back to the first week of January already, and we still have 10 more months to go in the year. It's going to be a great year in basketball, football, and baseball. We're off to a fantastic start. If you'd like to get a full 30-day package of college and pro basketball, you don't have to decide if you want NBA or college for $179 each. You get them both for $179, an instant 50% discount. Buy one, get one free right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. No promo code needed. The special is on my homepage right now. And don't forget, if you'd like to get even more best bets for free, enter my Super Bowl 57 prop contest, which is on my page right now at WagerTalk.com. Click the QR code on the screen right now. Scan that code. It takes you instantly to the contest, and you can sign up. Or if you're on your laptop and watching, just go to my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Shortcut WT.buzz/SM gets you to my homepage. You can get the basketball special. You can get the prop contest where you can win up to a full year of service for free. And once again, buy the basketball package. Get all the strong best bets for Saturday. Buy the Super Bowl package. Get my 9 props and game best bet All 9 of those best bets included for Sunday. And if you hit the big prize, if you win a month, 3 months, or a year of service, it gets added on to whatever package you have already. It's a no-lose situation. Take advantage of this great Super Bowl prop contest. I'm doing it as a thank you for those of you who've been with me for several years here on WagerTalk TV. Watch the college basketball videos, and of course, watch the NFL Fade the Public video as well. Hit subscribe, hit the bell for instant alerts when these videos go live. Thumbs up, like, and leave me comments below. Let me know your thoughts on Saturday's college basketball card. If you want to chime in on the Super Bowl, that's fine, but don't forget, check out the NFL Fade the Public Super Bowl video as well for even more Super Bowl talk here on WagerTalk TV. Thanks for watching. Best of luck. Enjoy the games this weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon.